get there, she come on in, but her energy is off. Like, she has an attitude. She ain't really
I ain't gonna lie. I thought she was slow since she said she dropped that child off at her man's house.
And I'm like, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I'm good. I just didn't think I was going to be coming back. I thought I was spending the night. But he had plans.
Can you imagine, like, she whole life done got it. Just came back winded and happy. Just. They did that because this girl's slow.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because, I'm not knowing. So she goes to her bags and uses the restroom. She come out, and I'm telling her, like, hey, are you ready? Because Zeke's here now. We're about to drop you off at home. And she's, like, giving all these excuses on why she don't want him dropping her off. Like, the wackest excuses ever. Like, oh, I don't want to ride in the back seat. I'm not a child.
Why would you have... Oh, she was in the car with him.
Straight man, I don't need him knowing where I live at. And I'm thinking, like, girl, it's all right. Like, don't you want to go home? You want to stay here? Y'all can stay here if y'all want to, but it's not that deep. I'm like, or you can just take my car. She was like, no, I'm not going to drive your car. But I don't understand why you can't just take me home and then go meet up with him. And I'm thinking, like, why does it matter? Now she's trying to stage an argument. She's like, I don't understand why you would even put me in that situation. And I'm thinking to myself, like, what situation? So I asked, I'm like, what situation am I putting you in? She was like, for me to feel uncomfortable. I don't even know, dude. He just want me to get in his car. And I'm thinking, like...
Not making it obvious as hell.
Okay, she got a point. She don't know him. Cool, don't worry about it. So I tell him, like, hey, I'm going to drop her off, and then I'll just meet you. Next day rolls around, she calls. She's like, hey, Lexi, sorry about yesterday. I was just upset because, I went all the way out there, had you drive me all the way out there, and then I didn't even get to stay. That was the whole point of me going out there.
And the nerve to come apologize.
That was to stay. I'm like, oh, well, you could have just said that. We could have made arrangements. It was like, well, it's not really your fault. It's his because he changed his mind at the last minute. And I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. So we just went through with the day like nothing happened. Now, as I told y'all before, we were some real party animals. So Nene calls. Nene's my sister. So she's like, hey, y'all want to go to Nirvana tonight? It's on Bardstown Road. So I'm like, okay, cool. We can go there. Because we usually go to Nowhere Bar, but we end up going to Nirvana. So it's me, Tasha, my sister Nene, and then it's my other sister, and then this other girl. So like I said, my apartment, like, I stay in like the middle of where everybody live at from different parts of town. So we all meet at my apartment. So Tasha has Zeke's name saved in her phone as my boo. So he's calling. I'm like, Tasha, my boo is calling. And she was like, who? I was like, my boo. I was like, you want me to answer it for you? Because, typically I would answer the phone for her and be like, she'll call you back. She was like, no, you don't got to answer it. That was red flag number one. So red flag number two, he's pulling up because he was going out with us or whatever. And he's like, y'all need me to bring anything? And I was like, do anybody need anything? And there was like a cup of ice. I was like, okay, because Zeke's about to go grab it. She was like, oh, never mind. I don't know him. He don't got to buy me anything. And I'm thinking, like, it's a cup of ice.
Oh, my gosh. She was blowing up the spot, too. What is wrong with y'all? That's why you just don't need to do it. You just don't need to do this type of shit.
It's like, it's what, $1.50? No big deal. So I'm like, hey, can you get everybody a cup of ice? We're going to have some drinks in the car as we going. So the night before, me and Zeke didn't end up hanging out. But apparently him and Tasha did. Because her key was in his car. So he comes up or whatever, and he opens my door. And I'm looking, because, you don't have no key. He was like, his key was just in the door. And I'm thinking, like, no, it's not. Because Tasha told me before she left, she couldn't find her key. So now stuff is starting to add up. Now I'm starting to put two and two together. And I'm like, okay, so she said she lost her key. Now this man just walked in my door. So I tell my sister, I'm like, she told me she lost her key last night. He just came in with her key. What that mean?
Both of them slow.
And my sister's like, that's your best friend. She wouldn't do you like that. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Maybe she really did. It was in the door. Maybe she lost it. And, when she got here, she just didn't tell me that she had found it. Because it was last night when she told me she lost it. Follow me for part 6, y'all. Part 6 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend. Let's get into it.
Everybody slow. I was going to say the
now, here's the part where I all go down. She finna find out. No. So my sister done talked to me out of, confronting her right then and there. She was like, no, do that tomorrow when y'all sober and had no drinks and when it's just you and her, not you, her, and a crowd of people. Because, when it's a crowd of people, the reaction is different. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll wait till in the morning. So we all getting dressed and ready, whatever. You know, we about to head out. We taking shots and stuff. And she starts spinning in a circle like, Zeke, how do I look? How do I look? And I looked at my sister. I'm like, you know, like throw my hand up like, what? And y'all, when I say y'all men are dumb,
she says, Zeke, how do I look? In front of me? Oh. Excuse me? Oh, nah.
Oh, you look good, girl. Like, wait, y'all playing. Be for real. So, you know, me being me, at this point, now I'm pissed off. So, everybody get up out my... Everybody needs to leave. Bye. Everybody. Bye. Part 6 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my... Part 7 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend. Let's get into it. So, as I'm putting them out, my other friend intervenes and she's like, Tasha, why are you doing all of this? She's like, doing all of what? She said, at first you just sitting here talking about how you don't know this man. Now you dancing in front of him, asking him how you look, this, that, and the third. I said, and let's not forget, how did he end up with your key? So my sister's like, okay, this is what we're not about to do. Everybody needs to leave and let them talk.
Y'all know, I have to cut this off right quick. Y'all know what's crazy? This happened to me one time. Well, not this in particular, this way, but Honey Sauce niece had an event go on or whatever, and it was a few of us there, you know, and a couple of people we didn't know. But Honey Sauce is there, the kids are there, her niece is there, her other nieces are there, like her whole family is in there. We're in an apartment. We're right down in an apartment area, like a living room and kitchen area. It's right here. Whatever go on down there, you gonna be able to see. Oh, everybody's gonna see, right? So I'm down there, or we're all down there. We just shooting the shit. Just everybody just chopping it up, you know, laughing, hee hawing, giggle. And a couple days later, Honey Sauce told me that one of the feminine girls that was there with another girl told them I tried to holler at her. I said, what? I'm right there with y'all. How in the hell did I do that? Yeah, she was trying to invite me out to Miami with her. We was all talking about going to Sweet Heat. How did I try to invite you to Miami with me? I don't even know you. Okay? So that's just ironic how that type of shit happens. I'm saying that to say, I hate being around people like that, bro. I hate that shit.
So I'm like, no, F that. Y'all
I guess she wanted me. I don't know what the fuck her problem was. But slide, lil' hoe. I don't want you. I would never disrespect Honey Sauce like that, especially in her face. Oh my God. Mad or not, don't make me uncomfortable. What the hell are you doing? Girl, what? And then all her fam just disrespect her in front of the kids and, you know what I'm saying? Her nieces and all that? Nah, you got the wrong one. That ain't me. Hell, never, okay? I'm not trying to get my ass beat.
Why did he have
Hell no. Hell to the no.
Anybody who knows me knows that I am not confrontational. I don't like drama. I try to avoid it at all costs because that's just not me. And one thing about it is, like, with me and my friends, we hold each other accountable for our actions. So it's like, if you're doing something shiesty, we're going to, like, let you know. Like, we're not going to just sweep it under the rug unless you just keep doing stuff. We're going to address the issue. Okay, so I am going to give the situation the benefit of the doubt because I did introduce everybody. You know, once we all were there, I did introduce everybody and we were taking shots. But it was not enough to where she had to get up and start, you know, twirling, doing her little one, too, in front of my man.
No.
So at this point, I'm real irritated. You can see it in my face. She ends up walking out. He pulls me and grabs me to the side, and he's like, you need to listen. You need to chill out because it's nothing like that. Her key literally was in the door when I got here. I wouldn't do you like that. That's your best friend. Like, come on, be for real. He's trying to make it seem like, you know, he's this sweet, innocent guy. And y'all know how y'all are when it comes to me. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. So that's what I did. I was like, okay, I believe you. I ain't believe him, though. I just told him, like, okay, I believe you. But in the back of my mind, in the front of my mind, in my thoughts, I knew it was like something sneaky going on. So I walk out there where she is. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let it go because we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go out and enjoy ourselves. I'm not even about to sit here and do the most. I know y'all thinking like, girl, you are dumb. Like, you are so dumb right now. I'm not though. I'm just, letting it all unfold in front of my face. Like, I'm putting together like, how do I want to like address them? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So we take 2 cars. My younger sister hop in the car with us, and then Tasha and my sister and my other friend, they all get in their car and they drive. So we get there, whatever. So we get there, we walk in, and she's being, the typical Tasha, being in every guy's face. Which, I didn't. If that's how you get down, that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do. I'm not going to judge you because, that's your personality. So she's like, Bestie, I left my purse in the car. Can you buy me a drink? Can you buy me a drink? I'm like, okay, what drink you want? And she was like, Zeke, what drink should I get? What drink should I get?
What?
And I'm sitting here looking like, why are you asking him? You the one that got to drink it? Like, it didn't make no sense to me. So I'm like, girl, why do you keep on playing with me?
For real?
She's like, Bestie, what you mean? What you mean? I just was trying to figure out what drink I should get. I don't know what to get. And I'm like, girl, you get drinks every time we come here. You don't never ask nobody what should you get. You always know what you want. So now I'm even more mad. I'm really ready to go. Like, I'm ready to go.
I will be so pissed.
I don't even want to be here no more. So I go to the bathroom. I tell my sister, I'm like, walk with me real quick. So I go to the bathroom. I tell my sister, I'm like, I'm about to go. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, she's being too weird for me. Like, she asking him what drink she should get. Any other time we go out, she don't never ask, like, what drink should she get. She always know what she want. And my sister's like, yeah, I don't know. She's being real weird. Like, she's being super weird tonight for whatever reason. I'm like, exactly. And I'm not feeling that. So I texted him, like, I'm about to go. And he was like, you gone? I'm like, no, I'm about to go. Like, I'm walking out the door right now. I wasn't walking out the door. Yeah, I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
so my other
God.
friend texted me and was like, where you at? I'm like, I'm in the bathroom. She's like, come out the bathroom right now. So I texted her back. I was like, I'm about to. I'm like, well, are you okay? Where you at? She was like, just come to the bar. So I get over to the bar, y'all. Why is this girl sitting in this man's lap?
What?
I said, oh, H, no, you need to get up. What is going on? So at this point, I'm yelling in the bar, like, and I just told you how I don't like confrontation, but at this point,
they definitely did it because she don't like confrontation.
I played a little too much, okay? So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Why are you sitting in his lap? To the point where she starts throwing her hands up and she slammed the little cup. Y'all know they give you the little plastic cup. She slams the cup down and it splashes up or whatever. I said, oh, so we throwing drinks? Are we throwing drinks? And y'all know me. I can be very, very dramatic, okay? So I'm like, are we throwing drinks? Are we throwing drinks? And she's like, I ain't throwing no drink at you. I don't know why you come over here acting like that. I thought you was gone. You said you was leaving. I said, oh, so you gonna sit in his lap because you thought I was gone. Is that what it is? So I get my stuff and I leave. She's like, how am I supposed to get home? I said, walk. Walk. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care. You can walk.
At that point, you better figure it out, Shawty.
Part 7 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend.
Get the hell away from
Part
me.
8 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So at this point, my blood is boiling, okay? It is boiling. And I'm very ticked off. So I get home and I let everybody know that I made it home and I'm about to go to bed. Lo and behold, this man comes knocking on my door. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, why would you come knock on my door? So he's just knocking and knocking and knocking. Like, y'all, he knocked on my door for a whole hour. And he's calling my phone back to back, like, while he's knocking. So I have, like, over, like, 80 missed calls. And each time, decline. I'm not about to talk to you. Because,
then the niggas got the nerve to, like, pull up on you after doing that trifling ass shit. At
this point, we have nothing to talk about. You need to go talk to Tasha. We are through.
I'm talking, boy, you're through.
So I said, I'm like, we're done. I don't got nothing else to say to you. Nothing at all. Like, I don't want to hear no excuses, no apologies, because you're so apologetic. You're always sorry over something. Like, you a sorry person at this point, you know? So I have a zero tolerance for BS. And I know by this point y'all thinking, no, you don't. But I really do, okay? So a few weeks go by, and I had cut both of them completely off. Like, I'm not answering no calls. I'm not answering no texts, none of them. They both been reaching out, like, 2 weeks, I say. They both reaching out, trying to, like, talk to me. I don't want to talk.
And then both of them?
I'm like,
oh, my God.
Y'all know, like, in the old days, when they be like, oh, I had a dream about a fish, somebody pregnant. That's me. I don't be having dreams, but I just be feeling. Anytime somebody's pregnant, all my siblings, even my brother when his girlfriend was pregnant, I knew. I told everybody, like, when they were pregnant. I don't know. It's just like a superpower that I got. So at this day, I'm like, somebody is pregnant. I text my sister. I'm like, are you pregnant? She was like, no. I'm like, okay, I need you to come pee on the stick. Because that's what I tell them. Anytime I feel like somebody's pregnant, you need to pee on the stick in front of me because I know you're pregnant. And it wasn't her. So I'm like, okay, somebody's pregnant. So a few days go by, Tasha texts me. She's like, bitch, I'm pregnant. So I'm like, let's talk about it.
What?
So, yeah, she knew that would get my attention. That's why she told me. She knew that would be like the gateway for us to start talking. So she
Good luck.
come over with some snacks and stuff, and we talking about
Snacks?
like what happened, talking about everything. And I'm like, okay, maybe we can work on building our friendship back up because at this point, I really don't want to be friends with you no more. But you know, you seem so apologetic.
Oh nah, you real slow. Oh you a different type of slow. Maybe we can build our friendship. The girl was sleeping with your nigga, had you dropping her off to get the dick. And not only to get the dick, the nerve of them to get pregnant on you.
And it sounds genuine, but we're gonna see. But as for Zeke, I had cut him off completely. Like, I was not talking to him.
Oh,
until,
you just not mad at
Zeke. After I
Zeke.
started back talking to her,
Ah.
I started back talking to him. So I'm like, girl, who you pregnant by? Like, this person or this person? Because he's
your man, stupid! What the fuck is going on? What am I? Oh, shit. Okay.
people that she was doing at the time. She was like, girl, I don't know. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's okay. You know, people have babies and don't know who they by. Again, I'm not here to judge because I have no heaven nor hell to put you in. So we back on our little best friend stuff or whatever, and back to being
on
with each other.
our best friend.
Every single day like nothing ever happened. So then, like a week later, I say, me and Zeke start back talking. He's like, yeah, I don't like how that stuff went down. That's really not me. It wasn't supposed to go like that, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, at this point, me and Tasha, we sharing our locations with each other, but we got the little app thing because we're not doing it in the iPhones. We got the little app, you know, where you share your location. You can check it 3 times a day. Okay, y'all, so I get off work, and I'm close to where his apartment is. And, you know, I'm like, I'm about to stop by. So I call him. I'm like, hey, I just got off work. I'm about to stop by. He's like,
what's up, y'all?
I'm about to take a nap. But then I hear something in the background. So I'm like, who's over there? He was like, oh, nobody's over here. That's the TV. That's the TV. And y'all, he didn't have no TV in his room. He had a TV in the living room only. So if you're laying down in the bed and you're about to take a nap, why I hear your TV? Like, the way his apartment's set up, like, the room's over here, the living room's over here. Like, there's no way you would be able to hear the TV. So I'm like, okay, come when you get up. I know y'all thinking right now, like, oh, she's so dumb. She's so dumb.
You beyond dumb.
Watch this. So I pull up. Skirt. I go knock on the door. He's not answering. Gotta knock a little harder. He finally comes to the door. He was like, oh, what you doing here? What you doing here? I told you I was about to take a nap. Okay, and I'm here. Let's go take a nap together. Yeah, I walk in the house or whatever. He's being really, really strange. So his restroom is in his bedroom. I'm like, I need the bathroom. He's like, like
she already put on game to you, so she knows to hide when you come.
I'm like, wait, I can't use the bathroom now?
Because you should never be coming in the first place.
was like, my toilet messed up. I said, okay, you don't be using the bathroom? He was like, I go outside. I was like, okay, we gonna have just a little bit of pee till your people come, your little maintenance people come fix it. Like, you gonna deny me from using the restroom? You gonna tell me I can't use your bathroom? What's up? Something's up. So, me being me, I'm not taking no for an answer. Like, I'm going in this bathroom, and I'm about to go in your room, and I'm about to see what the F is up, because you're being too strange for me. So, yeah, I go walk in the room, and, you know, you can see under people's bed when you walk in their room. Why I see my shoes peeking out from up under the bed? My shoes. Because I know when y'all got best friends and stuff, or close friends, you let them borrow some things. Like, I ain't do too much with the borrowing stuff, but I did let her borrow some stuff. So, why my shoes up under the bed? He's like, oh, you left them here the last time you was here. I said, so you mean to tell me I went home barefoot? I said, I don't go around barefoot. Yeah, so they must thought I left, because why when I walked back in there, I bust through the room. Why they in the bed together? Part 8 on how I found out my best friend was...
Help me!
Why you mad? Why you there? You doing this to yourself. You back friends with niggas that betrayed you.
Help me!
Part 9 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend. Let's get into it. Now, at this point, y'all know I'm ticked off and my blood is boiling so bad, because why the heck are you in the bed with my man? So she's
your man? Like, what? I'm losing brain cells watching this.
I'm in shock, because I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Shock?
Who would expect that? Like, that's not what I was going to
expect.
You know? And of course, my feelings was hurt, but, you know, I want to hear them out. So I'm looking, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what's up? What's going on? He's like, y'all know the favorite line everybody likes to use. It's not what it looked like. It's not what it looked like. I said, well, what is it? Because what it looks like is y'all in the bed together, and that's exactly what it is. Like, what's really going on here? Y'all, so this girl gets up, and she is boohoo crying, like, snotting out of her nose and everything. And I'm just sitting here looking like, why are you crying? Like, my feelings is the one that's hurt. I'm the one being done wrong, but you gonna cry? Make it make sense. So I'm giving them, you know, the opportunity to speak on what they feel, like what they gotta say. Like, how does this happen? Like, why are we in this situation? Like, why am I walking in here and you're laying in his bed and he's laying with you? Like, I pull the covers back and y'all just naked. Like, no clothes on, no nothing. Like, not naked completely, but like she got on like her bra and her underwear, and he just got on
naked.
Boxers. Like, come on, like, let's be serious. Let's be for real. If we're gonna be anything, like, y'all doing me so damn wrong. And this whole time, I've been like really dumb. Like, I've been not putting two and two together. Like, I'm still at this point, I'm not even knowing that he is who she's pregnant by.
But get the two and two together. Is she pregnant right now? But get the two and two together, friend. Oh,
that's how bad it got. So she's just sitting here and she's crying, and she's like, well, I wanted to tell you, but I just didn't think it was ever the right time for me to tell you. I'm like, what you mean the right time? Like,
no time like the present.
Right time for you to tell your best friend that you going behind her back, sneaking around with her man.
Y'all ain't best friends.
Like, what do you mean?
I would never call her my best friend.
You didn't know how to say me. Like, that's not no stuff you should just be comfortable with telling me, so I get it. But at the same time, that's not no stuff you should be comfortable doing. So at this point, my fist is balled up, and I'm like walking towards the bed. But I'm not going to fight her. She's pregnant, y'all. I'm not that type of person, even though it's only like a little tadpole. So it's like on his dresser, they got like drinks. It's a McDonald's cup, and then it's a bottle of water. So what I do, I take it, get up, like, y'all, empty the water bottle. Y'all think y'all about to just sit here comfortable? Y'all think I'm about to sit here and allow this? Y'all think I'm about to sit here and just be okay with this because you're crying? No, get up at this bed. So, you know,
keep crying. I
already pulled the cover back, and she, you know, she's in her brown underwear and he's in his boxers. So I'm like, oh, so what y'all's about to do? Y'all thought y'all was about to do something. Okay, watch this. I trashed this man's room. So I started knocking everything off the dresser onto the floor. I opened up the drawers. I'm throwing everything out. Everything. I done broke his mirror. That was an accident, though. I'm sitting here just destroying this man's room because you're not about to be in here peacefully, and I'm hurt. Like, you're gonna have to feel my pain some kind of way. Yeah, this man loved his shoes, okay? He was a sneakerhead, every pair of shoes. So here I am I went all the way in the kitchen. Yes, I went in the kitchen. Grabbed the juice. We always had cranberry juice because it's my favorite. So I opened up the juice. I'm just pouring it on all his stuff. And before y'all get on here, running y'all's mouth like, oh, if he would have put his hands on you, blah, blah, blah. You might as well say he did, okay? You might as well say that he did. He didn't, but you might as well say, I was getting my lick back. This was payback for hurting me. I'm going to hurt you. But I didn't put my hands on him, so it don't matter. He did not have no right to put his hands on me. So before y'all, because I know how y'all likes to be, oh, you messing with that man's stuff, and if he would have beat you up, then you would have been mad. No. We were even at this point. What I did was justified in my mind. So he's walking toward me, and he, like, grabs me up. And at this point, I'm like pushing him off me, like, back up, don't touch me, don't touch me. Y'all got some explaining to do. So I'm like trying to get over to her. And she goes in the bathroom and shut the door. So I'm beating on the bathroom door, like, come out the bathroom, Tasha. Come out the bathroom. Like, why, if you're my best friend, you should be able to look me in the face and talk to me. Why are you running to hide in the bathroom? The bathroom can't save you. You can't live in the bathroom. Like, eventually you have to come out of this bathroom. So I knocked on the door. Like, I'm beating on the door. I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. And so I'm like, okay, bet. Now, mind y'all, she don't got on nothing but her bra and her panties. So what I do after I done poured that juice all over everything, I went outside and I threw her stuff, like, outside, like, all the way outside, like, in the parking lot. Because, baby, stop playing with me, okay? Stop playing with me, because I can really be, like, that kind of person. I just choose not to be that kind of person. So I done threw all her stuff outside, except my shoes. And, baby, you are not wearing my shoes home, so however you get out here, you're going barefoot. So I'm still beating on the door again. I'm like, you need to come out this bathroom.
I don't have much to say with this stupidity.
She's like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. You doing too much. You doing too much. You being crazy. I don't know why you acting like it's over.
I'm disturbing y'all peace.
Word. I don't know why you acting like it's over this N word. I don't know why you acting like this over this N. I'm like, girl, how I'm acting like this. Why I'm acting like this. This is my man's apartment and you're here. Why are you here? Like, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. And she's still not trying to open the bathroom. So he always keep his wallet in his top drawer on the little nightstand thing. So I go to the nightstand, I grab out his wallet, and I grab out his card. Everybody knows that you can get into any room inside a house or whatever with a card. So I go right on over to that bathroom, and I take the card, and I'm sticking to the little thing. 2 seconds, boop, door open. Bag, get out. She's like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Baby, listen, up out of here. You're going out of here. So I grab her, and I'm like,
like, why aren't you leaving? You go. They obviously want to be a happy unit without you. You over here disturbing other people's peace. She done already stole your man hell. What don't belongeth to you, you don't have. Okay.
Pulling her outside. And he's like, bro, let her go, bro. Let her go. You taking up for this trick? You really taking up for this trick? Like, at this point, me and her friendship, we are done. We are through. I got nothing else to say to you. I don't know what you're going to do about telling these 2 dudes that you pregnant. Which one you going to pick to be the daddy. I don't know. But guess what? I don't want no parts of it. So what you need to do is get your stuff and get out of here. Well, your stuff is already out. But you just need to get out. She's like, I'm not going outside naked. I'm not going outside. Why ain't you? What you putting on? What you going to get, a towel? You can get the towel, but you're not getting none of these clothes. She's like, where the shoes at? Where you're not wearing my shoes, girl. You are not wearing my shoes. I don't know what type of bold stuff you own, what you done smoked, what pill you done popped, whatever the case.
No, she just been running over you. Now you trying to stand on 10 toes. What? And now how did that happen?
Part 10 on how I found out my best friend. Part 9 on how I found out my best friend. And I grabbed out his card. Everybody knows that you can get into any room inside. I'm not wearing my shoes home, so however you get out here, you're going barefoot. So I'm still beating on the door again. I'm like, you need to come out this bathroom. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. You doing too much. You doing too much. You being crazy. I don't know why you acting like it's over N-word. I don't know why you acting like it's over this N-word. I don't know why you acting like this over this N. I'm like, girl, how I'm acting like this, why I'm acting like this. This is my man's apartment and you're here. Why are you here? Like, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs. And she's still not trying to open the bathroom. So he always keep his wallet in his top drawer on the little nightstand thing. So I go to the nightstand, I grab out his wallet, and I grab out his card. Everybody knows that you can get into any room inside the house or whatever with a card. So I go right on over to that bathroom and I take the card and I'm sticking to the little thing. 2 seconds, boop, door open. Bag get out. She's like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere, baby. Listen, up out of here. You're going out of here. So I grab her and I'm like pulling her outside. And he's like, bro, let her go, bro. Let her go. You taking up for this trick?
Clearly.
You really taking up for this trick? Like, at this point, me and her friendship, we are done. We are through. I got nothing else to say to you. I don't know what you're going to do about telling these 2 dudes that you pregnant. Which one you going to pick to be the daddy. I don't know. But guess what? I don't want no parts of it.
It's crazy. She should have
So
been done. Them from the jump. Who you telling?
Well, your stuff is already out. But you just need to get out. She's like, I'm not going outside naked. I'm not going outside. Why ain't you? What you putting on? What you going to get, a towel?
Dang, I thought I already did this.
And I take the card and I'm sticking to the little thing. 2 seconds, boop, door open. Bag get out.
I'm like, ain't you saying the same thing again?
It's like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere, baby. Listen, up out of here. You're going out of here. So I grab her and I'm like pulling her outside. And he's like, bro, let her go, bro. Let her go.
Right, he taking up for her.
You taking up for this trick?
Right.
You really
Trick is
taking up for this
crazy.
trick? Like, at this point, me and her friendship, we are done. We are through. I got nothing else to say to you. I don't know what you're going to do about telling these 2 dudes that you pregnant. Which one you going to pick to be the daddy. I don't know. But guess what? I don't want no parts of it. So what you need to do is get your stuff and get out of here. Well, your stuff is already out. But you just need to get out. She's like, I'm not going outside naked. I'm not going outside. Why ain't you? What you putting on? What you going to get, a towel?
Okay, that is the same thing. I'm tripping.
Part 10 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend.
You gonna do? You gonna tell?
Okay, y'all. So we go in the house and I'm just looking at him and he's looking at me and I'm like, okay, talk. He was like, can I get a hug first? I'm like, a hug for
The
what?
prime
Like,
example. Do I have boo boo written on my
And
forehead?
he was like, please, can I just get a hug? Because then that means I know at least you still got some type of love for N. You still got some type of love for N. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, I can't just like hate you overnight, but I'm not effing with you right now. So he walked over and put his arms around me or whatever, and I'm just standing there. He's like, so you're really not going to hug me back? You're not going to hug me back? I'm like, hug you back for what? You was just laid up in the bed with the next B word. Like, hug you back for what? So he's like, well, can I at least get a kiss? I said, they trying to pass me germs, like diseases? Like, don't you know that's how stuff gets started? I'm not kissing you. I said, you can kiss my... Y'all know the rest. So he's like, okay, I'll kiss it. And I'm like, ew, no. Like, I don't even want you kissing that. And y'all know how men do. When they get caught, they get to yapping off at the mouth. Saying anything. Anything that they think gonna sound good. Oh, I'll go buy you a ring tomorrow. Boy, I don't want you to buy me no ring. You think I want a ring from somebody that's laying in the bed with my best friend? If you think I want a ring from you, then... Y'all see the face.
Man, who you telling, Rita? Okay? Like... I'm trying not to check out, but girl, it been pissed me off.
I was really sitting here hearing this.
She's getting dumber and dumber and dumber by the minute. Pissing me off. Okay.
Out, y'all. Like, I'm really sitting here trying to hear what all he got to say. Like, you know, giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know. But I'm like, so how did she get out here? He was like, she caught the Tark. I said, dang, so she ain't even good enough for you to go pick her up? You gonna cheat with my best friend and make her ride the Tark? Like, that's dead wrong. So we talking, y'all.
Oh, you want him to treat her with some class? What the fuck are we... What are we talking about?
And she's knocking on the door like, can I come in? Can I come in? So I'm yelling. I'm like, girl, no, you can't come in. Like, why do you think you finna come in? She's like, I just need to call my ride. My phone ain't charged. None of this. She's like, I don't care about nothing y'all got going on. I'm trying to call my ride. I'm like, didn't a couple weeks ago I dropped you off at this other door right next door? Ain't that where you went? Ain't that where I dropped you off at a couple weeks ago? Go in there. Go in there. Because that's where I dropped you off at, right? You came out here to see your friend. That's where I dropped you off at. She was like, no, actually, if you want to be honest, if you want to be real, since you want to be a B word, actually, you dropped me off over here. I said, girl, you already outside the door. You just going to keep running it, huh? So she keep on saying, like, you must forgot your car was out here. You must forgot your car was out here. I'm like, okay, we ignoring her at this point. So we go to his room or whatever. So I'm sitting down, I'm listening to him talk, whatever, still yapping away on how they started talking on Instagram around the time we first started dating. And before he decided that we were going to actually, like, be exclusive or whatever, he was still messaging her. But she told him that she knew me. She knew of me. She ain't know me like that, but she knew of me because she asked, are you dealing with anybody? And he was like, yeah, this girl named Lexi or whatever, yada, yada, yada. Why he even said my name, don't know. But she was like, oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know of her, but I don't know her like that. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, dang. So she even said she don't know me like that. So, like, what it really is I don't know her like that. Because if you're going to do all of that behind my back, you right. I don't know you like that, and you don't know me like that. So he's still sitting here trying to plead his case on how he's not in the wrong and I'm blowing everything out of proportion and it's not what it looked like. And I'm like, okay, so how would you feel? So Jarrell is his best friend. I'm like, how would you feel if you see me and Jarrell?
Not being in the wrong is out of control. Her actually listening to this bullshit is even worse. Like, I just don't get it.
In the bed, and Jarrell is the real name, so my bad. But I'm like, how do you feel if me and Jarrell was in the bed together and you walked in? He's like, why you even bringing him up? That makes me feel like you been plotting on him this whole time. You been wanting him. I'm like, why are you trying to switch the subject? That's not even what we're talking about. That conversation's not here nor there. You was in the bed with this trick, and then here I am looking stupid. So he says some more little slick stuff. So we get to tussling because at this point I'm fed up. I'm really fed up, and I ain't got time for no slick comments, no side comments, no none of that stuff. So we tussling or whatever, and then next thing you know, I hear boom, and then the car alarm's going off, and I'm like, I know this is not my car. Follow me for the next part. Part 10 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend. Let's get into it. Part 11 on how I found out my best friend was pregnant by my boyfriend. Let's get into it.
We almost done.
So we still tussling around on the floor a little bit.
I cannot
about
do
maybe
this.
10 minutes or so. So eventually the alarm is still going off. So I'm like, okay, let's go see what this alarm is about. So we walk into the door, and as soon as I get outside, I see his hood is like lifted up. Now outside the apartment setup, it's like a little garden thing. You know, the little landscaping stuff that they do or whatever. There's bricks. The girl done took a brick outside of the little garden thing, picked it up, and threw it on this man's hood. So the hood is popped up. The alarm is just going off and going off and going off because obviously he can't shut it off. He gets to yelling in my face and screaming still like nonstop. And I'm just sitting here like, why are you yelling in my face? Like, what is wrong with you? Don't yell at me because I don't like people yelling at me. He's like, nah, F all of that, F all of that. You should have thought about what you did before you threw my key. I'm like, you should have thought about what you did before, you know, she was out here. Like, that's definitely fair. At this point now, he's fired up. And he's getting all worked up like he's got a sweat. He runs up towards me and body slams me like on the ground, like into the field. And I'm like, Negro, are you crazy? Like, you are out of your effing mind. And I just told y'all it's a bunch of bricks right there. So I go and I get a brick. And I'm like, okay, so let's play. I took a brick and I threw it at him because why are you putting your hands on me? Like, why would you slam me down on the ground outside?
Messy Monday
so
out, yeah.
Outside on the ground tussling because you're crazy. You're really freaking crazy at this point because you're mad at me. Why is your anger not towards this girl who done sat here and busted your hood open? Now, at this point, all the neighbors and everybody's starting to come outside because, you know, they hear all the commotion, all the yelling, all the loud talking or whatever. The lady next door, she's like, oh, I'm about to call the police if y'all don't stop. I'm like, well, you're going to have to call him because I'm not stopping nothing. She's like, I'm going to ask y'all one more time to take that mess on the inside of y'all house because that's not for outside. We don't need to see that. I said, I'm not taking nothing nowhere. It's getting handled right here where it got started. Now, the whole time, me and Zeke is tussling, going back and forth. Shorty is just sitting here, standing here, recording us, like watching, like, why are you watching us and recording us? So she started laughing. It's like, look at these two clowns, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know, just talking mess or whatever. So I get up and I'm looking. I'm like, okay, so what's funny? Like, what's funny? Now, I done spared you a few times, quite a few times to be exact. She's like, nah, you ain't spared me from nothing. You ain't spared me from nothing. You know, y'all know the little phrase everybody sees. She's like, I bars none. I bars none. I'm like, okay, and? Now, the neighbor, she did exactly what she said she was going to do. She called the damn police. So the police ended up coming. They got there in like 5 minutes. Like, they didn't play no games out there. When the police get there, they're like, do we need to do a report? Is this domestic violence? What's going on? We see a male and female. Are y'all a couple? What are y'all? I'm like, no, we just friends. It's not domestic violence. We're just friends. This trick Tasha's talking about they a couple and she just found out her man was cheating on her with me. I'm looking like the balls of this girl, like the nerve, like you are so bold. And I looked at the police officer. I said, and she's about to get smacked. Now, at this point, the police officer's like, ma'am, I'm sorry, but if you put your hands on her in front of us, then we'll have to put you in handcuffs.
You going to jail.
Some deep shit.
I'm like, okay, cool. Turn around. I'll do it behind your back. We're just standing outside talking or whatever. Then it starts to sprinkle. So we like, okay, we're done. We're going to go in. It's raining. We're going to let that be it. So I asked the police officers, like, y'all going to give her a ride home because she needs a ride. And she's like, no, I don't need a ride. One of y'all going to get me home. One of y'all going to get me home. I'm like, she needs a ride. Now, at this point, I'm ignoring her because you're just talking to be heard. Like, nobody's paying you any attention. You just want some attention. As soon as we get in the house, he's grabbing me up, and I'm just like, what are you on? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you keep on roughhousing me? Like, I've never roughhoused with this man previously. Like, we never just play fight or anything. I don't like that. I don't ever raise your hand at me. I don't like that. I feel threatened. She comes and she's banging on the door saying, y'all need to let me in. I don't know which one of you bees is taking me home, but one of you bees is finna take me home. I grabbed a cup of water or whatever, and I opened up the door, and I just, like, threw it in her face. I'm like, nobody's taking you home. She's like, oh, I got something for you. I got something for you. I'm like, what? She's like, come outside, B. Come outside, B. I'm like, girl, I'm not about to fight you. Come outside for what? Like, you're pregnant. Go get one of your sisters or something. She's like, no, come outside, come outside. And y'all, I'm not even that type of person. Like, I don't do all that ratchet stuff, okay? So when she's saying all...
I'm about to 86 this bitch, y'all. Because I'm slowly checking out.
Certain stuff, come outside, come outside. I'm just laughing. So I FaceTime my sister. So I'm showing my sister. I'm like, look what she done did to this man's car. Like, I'm outside with the phone, got the camera flipped on his car. I'm like, look what she done did to this man's car. Like,
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this up out of here because I can't even take no more. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.